Now that I'm getting older, I'm also getting a weak for all things nostalgic. Back when I was a kid, I used to play games like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter for hours on end, and even on holidays if I saw a Street Fighter arcade, I just keep telling my parents to let me play. Now, why could this be a project for you? Well, firstly, it's because Metafighter brings back all these good memories, and secondly, because the fighting game community has a passionate fan base which is known for sinking hours and hours into their most favorite games in order to learn their favorite combos or to work on their skills. The competitive scene will be augmented through the ability to wager on their skills, put their talents to the test, and also be able to play to earn. Now, if we look at a little bit of background, video games were introduced in amusement arcades in the late 1970s and were most popular during the golden age of arcade video games, which was the early 1980s. Arcades became popular with children and particularly adolescents, which led parents to be concerned that video games playing might cause them to skip school. Designers experimented with a wide variety of game genres while developers still had to work within strict limits of available processor power and memory. Now, the era saw the rapid spread of video arcades across North America, Western Europe and Japan. Now, in the 90s, the rise of the fighting game genre with games such as Street Fighter 2 and Mortal Kombat led to a resurgence of popularity in video games, with new locations opening in shopping malls and strip malls throughout the US. Eventually, the arcade industry took massive hits when the consoles started to become more popular. And according to their research, blockchain gaming only makes up 1.8% of the entire gaming industry, with a huge growth expected over the next few years. In 2021, the gaming content market was set to 79.1 billion and the blockchain gaming market was only 1.5 billion. And following this, they had a look at the trends, and you can see in this overview how well the fighting games did. Hence the reason they believe the fight game industry has a huge potential. So Metafighter is a play to earn and skill based fighting game on the blockchain. Its goal is to capture the essence of games like Street Fighter, Virtua Fighter and Soul Calibur, two of which I've actually spent a lot of time playing. Now, Metafighter consists of 6 core features, which is it has an arcade style fighting mechanism. Secondly, each fighter has unique characteristics and differs in things like design, fighting style, animation and story. Thirdly, it's NFTs. You can trade, rent and lend dynamic NFTs, so the fighters, the skins, experience boosters, special powers and fighting arenas can all be moved around. The journey of Metafighter starts with a world map, which allows you to select the desired fighting area. This is common in most fight games. And then the final two things are staking and their marketplace. On the marketplace you can trade and exchange permissionless NFT game assets, and their tokens can be staked for an NFT fighter, experience booster, skin and also unique items. The fighters of Metafighter all originate from different time periods, and the reason they choose for this is because that way they believe that they will have a character for every player their taste. Metafighter has different strengths and weaknesses paired with special powers, and each fighter has unique characteristics and differs in design, fighting skills and animation. And players can level up or develop the fighter by collecting experience points and developing their character skills through the fight to gain, fight to earn and tournament game modes. And it adds an RPG-like attachment to each fighter, synthesized in the value of the asset ad of their NFTs, which incentivizes playtime but also the desire to unlock new characters and build them up for other, newer, more casual players to get a head start without upsetting the ranking. The attributes of your character are divided in 5 attributes and levels, and the experience will be balanced based on accuracy of punch, defense, combo and winning, which will be controlled by the game mechanics. And before we go into the game mode, let me tell you more about today's sponsor, which is SolarDAO. They've asked me to do this video after succeeding on a private sale with Metafighter. I'll be sure to link their Discord and Telegram in the description for you to check it out. Now, joining them will give you the possibility to join in on private sales and be super early when it comes to new projects. Metafighter has 6 game modes which all make sure that there is something for everybody. The Fight 1 is Fight to Earn, which will allow you to play the game even if you don't hold any blockchain assets, which to me makes this very accessible to basically everyone. Then there's Fight to Earn, because while playing this game and going through the world map, you can earn their Metafighter token while competing with other fighters around the world. And like many other games, Metafighter also has a player versus player environment and a player versus player mode, which basically allows you to work on your skills against computer enemies and then test your skills against real people like you and me. Now the final two are the tournament mode, which allows you to participate in different events, and the fight to gain, which will help you level up your character. Now from these game modes, only the Fight to Earn will render you an income. Every fight consists of 2 rounds, and those are both 45 seconds long. And the rounds continue until either the time runs out or one fighter has been defeated. And if the winner hasn't been determined in 2 rounds, a third and final round will start, which will determine the winner by best out of 3. Now you've briefly heard me touch the topic a little bit, but they also have a token for which the ticker is MF. And the token is used as an in-game currency, helps as an experience leverage, acts as a fighting rewards between 2 players that fight each other, and acts as a government token because it will allow you to vote for upcoming game art and features. For all you people that like numbers, the total token supply is 1.5 billion and the team and advisors hold 50.33% with a 12-month cliff for the team and 6-month cliff for the advisors, and a daily vesting of 24 months for the team and a monthly vesting over 18 months for the advisors. Which is a bit odd to me, to be honest, why they diversified it like that, but not something to worry about. Now one of the perks of this project is that it launches on the Binance Smart Chain. So that means low fees when trading or interacting with it. Holding the token will also give you an experience boost. It starts with 50,000 tokens and ends with 250,000 tokens. And the boost connected to it goes from 1.5 to 2.5 times. If you look at monetization, Metafighter game has different channels of revenue streams for players and companies. And for players, we've already touched the topic like selling and renting NFTs, staking tokens and so on. So for the platform, that can be advertisement placing in the arenas, platform fees and much more. And before we continue to the team and roadmap, please keep in mind that I'm not a registered financial advisor. So these videos are not meant as financial advice, but are meant to be educational and entertaining. And if you want to learn more about crypto and talk everything related to it, please join my Telegram, which can be found in the description down below, or visit www.cryptowithrico.com. Now let's have a look at the team and the roadmap. Now their entire team is doxed except the CMO and game advisor, and they can be found on their website. However, they do not have any stories or links to their LinkedIn page, which makes researching them a little bit harder. Looking at the roadmap, it runs 1 more quarter and they are close to TGE, which stands for Token Generation Event. Be sure to follow all their socials to stay up to date on the latest news and hear all about their latest releases. And if you like crypto in general, please click that playlist right there. I'm sure there's a project or two of your interest. For now, my name is Rico Richardson. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Doei!